Cade, what do you think about NBA 2K23 so far?
I like it. I like the animations.
What are the biggest differences?
And yeah, I like the graphics too. I feel like the faces look a little more clear, look more realistic. So it's cool. I like the game so far.
Since we talked to you last, you got scanned in NBA 2K22.
Yeah.
What has your life been like, and what is it like kind of seeing yourself?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The traffic in New York City and nothing to... Well, yep, he's big enough to handle it. His performance speaks loudly. Thank you, D.A. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. Sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. And it's Burks in at the one spot. And for Brooklyn, they've got Seth Curry. Durant is out there with Simmons. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Irving at the point. Basket good. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Here's Irving. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Burks kicks to Fournier. He feeds it to Randall. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Irving. Durant dishes to Irving. Simmons passes to Drummond. And he banks in the lane.
Really rare to see a guy that's 6'11" have the kind of elite passing skills that Ben Simmons has. Really, really impressive.
Pass to Burks. Fournier against Curry. Back to Fournier. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And growing up just outside of Paris, Evan Fournier got hooked on the NBA back in 2002, watching that classic Kings-Lakers Conference Finals series.
And, Greg, we hear that story from other international players as well. I mean, guys like Evan who grew up in Europe watching NBA basketball. You got to give Adam Silver, and even before him, David Stern, the prior commissioner, a lot of credit for growing the league internationally.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Irving. An easy 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 6 points.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Burks, the pass to Fournier. Burks' shot is good.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And here's Simmons for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
I'll tell you what, this is big for Simmons' confidence. His coaches and teammates want him to keep shooting from the outside. Makes him a much more dangerous player.
Durant down low. Barrett covering. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Robinson. The pass to Burks. Another shot, and it's sent back by Irving.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
That's good from Randall on the assist from Fournier.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Irving dishes to Curry. Irving kicks to Durant. Takes the 3. Irving can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
There at the pass to Randall. Outside Fournier. And again, New York with the triple.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Irving kicks to Simmons. Trying his luck from deep. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Quick shooting from Ben Simmons there, keeping the defense at bay.
Outside Fournier. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And a new group in for the Knicks. Nerlens Noel checks in for Mitchell Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randall. Derrick Rose is checked in for R.J. Barrett. And Walker subbed in for Burks.
And Fournier is highly skilled, a crafty European talent who's really fearless when it comes to shooting the basketball.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
It's his first trip to the line.
It's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
I think it's been a struggle for him at the line. He's been scuffling this season. I mean, he's pretty well below the percentage that he shot a season ago, and not quite sure why.
Now here's Rose. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. It's Brown with the drive. Makes it off the glass.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Knicks trail by 4. Rose kicks to Fournier. 50 seconds left to play here in the first. Walker taking his time here. 5 on the clock. There's Noel, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Really got to admire how confident Noel looks from the mid-range. I mean, squaring up and knocking down these shots consistently.
Harris, no good. And Walker's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Walker the pass to Fournier. Out to the right wing. Puts up a 3. The rebound by the Nets. Here's Aldridge. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, that's a hard man to slow down once he's on the move. I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to step in front of Aldridge.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Nets lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Well, one of the game's most electrifying dunkers is over.
My dad's nickname is Dunker for Life, so...
Yeah, he might. But Toppin's dad, a street ball legend, Greg, in New York City.
And I'm sure he's proud to see his son carry on that legacy in the NBA. Not only that, but playing for their hometown Knicks.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Mills. Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. Rose finds Walker. Some nice passing by New York here. Left side, Gibson. For 3. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Kemba Walker.
And, you know, it's a bonus to have big men who pass it like this. Gibson, solid instincts there.
Here's the 3. Griffin can't get it to go in. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And, yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. Burks, the pass to Quickly. Back to Burks with the drive. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Durant dishes to Curry. Back to Durant. Over Quickly. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Curry. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
It's sent back down by Simmons.
Active defense that time from Simmons, swatting down the shot with some force.
And yes, it's good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Burks with it. Now guarded by Simmons.
Using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here's Claxton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Knicks trail by 10. Now Barrett driving inside. The shot's good.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Durant, the pass to Irving. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. All right, Greg, you're a lefty. You're on the call tonight. Here we are courtside. Who do you think is the best left-handed player currently in the NBA?
Oh, it's the beard. James Harden, Kevin, no question. But Zion's going to be carrying that torch for us lefties going forward. I have no doubt he'll make us proud.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A different look for New York. Robinson comes in for Taj Gibson. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Quickly. Barrett wide open, he fires. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Drummond's checked in for the Nets. Fournier against Curry. Burks on the wing. He has 6. Here's Fournier. Tried to fade back in there, but it's off the mark.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Nerlens Noel checks in for the Knicks. Burks with it. Guarded now by Irving. Burks kicks to Fournier. Back to Burks. It's Fournier on the wing. Floats one up, and the layup is good. Fournier's got 10.
And the tricky Fournier, never afraid to let the floater fly.
Irving passes to Simmons. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Durant attacking, and KD throws it down.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
driving to the basket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Ben Simmons.
Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Simmons. Bruce Brown comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Curry. And it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. And stolen by Fournier. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shot's good by Walker.
Boy, that speed and aggressiveness. Walker is a force in transition. Very hard to keep up with.
Mills lays it up off the glass. Mills has got 4 points in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. And until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Mills looking it over. That one drops for him. And now an 8-point Nets lead.
Boy, the defender was right there, but Mills showed no fear or no hesitation right at him.
Here's Walker. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 12 points, 5 assists.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. Alec Burks is out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. Burks with it. He's picked up by Drummond to the middle. Here's Randall. The shot misses. The Nets go the other way with it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Burks.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman, Fournier, solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
And that one's good, Irving.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. 90 seconds now into the second half.
A really good shot blocker. I like how Drummond times it up when he goes after those rejections. Well done.
And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Randall. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Randall's got his second bucket.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Nets passing it around. And here's KD for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Right side Fournier. Passes it to Barrett. Back to Fournier. Pass to Burks. From past the arc. Second chance shot. And Robinson with the layup.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
Here's Drummond. And the layup falls. Drummond's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
Boy, a little contact will not deter Drummond. I mean, he gets physical right back and finishes strong.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. Then for the Knicks, Gibson comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And quickly in for Evan Fournier.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
And there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Out to KD. Over Barrett. Again, the Nets for 2.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. The Knicks also changing it up. Noel's checked in for Gibson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. And Walker's subbed in for Alec Burks. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's not an easy guy to get a shot up and over. Aldridge has those long arms, and his timing's good, too.
To the paint, and stolen by Noel. Irving against Walker. Free throw line. Walker's got 7 points in the game.
I think the mid-range, Jay, has always been one of Kemba Walker's strengths. Defense really can't allow him to get comfortable from that spot.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Drummond is double. And here's Harris from the arc. Cranes the three-pointer. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
This is where Harris is most dangerous. One of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
He gets that one.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Irving up top. Takes a three. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Barrett into the lane. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Harris passes to Drummond. And he overshot that one, missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The offensive rebound. Toppin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Knicks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Free throw is good by Toppin. And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Nicholas Claxton comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mills in for Irving. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Rose is checked in. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mills can't hit. Knicks trail by 14. Rose passes to Walker. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
Walker ready to shoot as soon as he catches the ball there. Great anticipation from the veteran guard.
And the rejection by Noel. Scooped up. Here's Griffin. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Simmons is out there with Mills. Then there's Bruce Brown. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Second chance effort. Here's Toppin. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Brown finds Mills. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Claxton up and in on the layup. And the Nets lead by 13.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Shot's good by Walker.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Driving the lane. Shot's good by Mills.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
And stolen by Simmons. Here's Claxton. The Knicks pull it in. Toppin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Rose. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Walker against Brown. Walker goes in. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Toppin with the double team. And here's Simmons for 3. And the Nets miss again. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 11. The shot's good from Fournier.
And the floor awareness of Walker impressive there as he got the ball to the open man.
Here's Griffin. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Down low, here's Rose. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 6 assists now in the game. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And Kemba Walker traded to the Thunder this offseason. Was subsequently bought out before joining the Knicks. Walker and the Knicks seem like a perfect fit. You just hope Walker can stay healthy at this stage of his career.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Mills. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Blake Griffin. Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Alec Burks comes in for Rose. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. During the break, this was what was going on in Steve Nash's huddle. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Back to Simmons. Curry on the wing. Here's Claxton. And the Nets miss again.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Robinson. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Irving attacking. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, he's got outstanding balance. Kyrie Irving is so good at converting through contact. For a little guy, he's one of the best I've seen.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for Evan Fournier. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool them off.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Timeout called the Nets. Here's Irving. Pass to Curry. Brown the pass to Curry. There's the triple. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists in the game.
This is why you pay Seth Curry the big contract, the big money. His range is unlimited.
The pass to Randall. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
A nice shot by Simmons.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's Randall, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Here's Irving. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Burks can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 10.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nets.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Kyrie Irving.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Simmons can't get it to go. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Burks. Here's Randall. That one wide left. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. And again, it's the Nets missing. The dish now to Fournier. Passes it to Burks. Back to Fournier. Jacks up a 3. And the miss. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.